Joining us live now is a spokesperson for Kwankwasiyya Movement, Habib Mailemo. He joins me live virtually. Good evening to you, sir, and thank you so much for coming on. Interesting turn of events here in Kano following the by-elections. I first of all do have to ask about why the NNPP was absent from the ballot in Saturday's Kano's Assembly by-elections in Ungogo and Kano Municipal.
Well, first, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to clear the air straight, and also to thank you for this opportunity. I believe we have made a very clear press statement as to why we did not file a candidate. And also, everyone knows that the two deceased actually are members of NNPP and also staunch supporters of Kwankwasiyya Movement, whom the national leader decided a day after their demise to actually compensate the family by actually nominating these two very candidates to under the flag of the NNPP. And until the governor's defection, they were our standard flag bearers. And but immediately after the governor's defection, APC decided to put forward two persons actually to be their flag bearers. But because of the backlash from the general public and also because of the cry against the decision of the APC, suddenly the governor decided to adopt our own flag bearers and also kind of compel them to resign from NNPP and join the party. But our national leader decided that he has to stand by his word, because the central idea is to actually support the family and also to make sure that those fallen heroes actually were continually remembered, and also the family were also given chance to complete their mandate. And because of that, the NNPP deliberately refused to file in or rather substitute those candidates out of respect for their parents, and also in tandem with the original stance that the family should have one of theirs as the ones that are going to fill the vacuum. So that is actually the very reason why we have not substituted and we did not also file a candidate. And the second reason also is that for us to confirm to the generality of the people in Kano that the NNPP do not have any non-crisis other than the one that are being speculated, because as at the time we filed the name of those particular candidates, we have discovered that two sponsored people were alleging to have also sponsored candidates under the platform of NNPP.
Okay.
And I think that the NNPP is not
right. So just right. We need to pause here for a second. I will continue this discussion, but we really need to go on a short break. When we return, we'll continue with this topic. Stay with us and go anywhere. Thank you. Welcome back. Now, APC's landslide. Let's circle back to our earlier discussion about APC's landslide victory in Kano's by-election that happened in the Ungogo as well as Kano Ungogo local government area and one other local government. And we have with us the spokesperson, that's the Kano Municipal, I beg your pardon. With us is the spokesperson for Kwankwasiyya Movement, Habib Mailemo, who is live with us virtually. Now, sir, earlier you were talking about the reasons why NNPP was absent on the ballot, and you just explained the turn of events that lead to the absence of NNPP on the ballot paper. But I do have to talk about the landslide victory that APC now has, which was led by the sons of the deceased lawmakers, that you said was, the nomination was automatically given to them as compensation for the loss of their fathers, and somewhat as enhanced, but their victory has somewhat enhanced Governor Abba Yusuf's credibility as it pertains APC amid his rift with Kwankwaso and Kwankwasiyya Movement. So I do have to ask, does this signal trouble ahead for the NNPP as we move into 2027, as the elections are slowly coming in?
Well, I think the most important thing is for us to be able to now bring together the records what exactly happens when their parents were contesting under NNPP, how much is the total vote they garner. Let's take Ungogo, for example. The one from Ungogo, NNPP got over 31,000 votes. You understand?
Yes.
And today, they were only left with only 8,000. And if you talk about Kano Municipal, NNPP got more than 47,000 votes. And the result is clearly showing you now that the APC plus the governor plus all other people, I remember this is up-cycle election where people are mobilized from across the state, you understand, to partake into this election, and was virtually no resistance from the NNPP. You understand, they still end up having only 7,000. And I think for any right-thinking person, this is the time for them to begin to be asked what happened to those votes. In fact, even the APC itself, you look at the total of the vote they have gotten in Kano Municipal, as at that time even firing against the NNPP, they were having much more than almost 20,000 votes. You understand? Where are the people? Where are the people from? You understand? And despite the amount of the money, for example, we know that the state governor has advanced close to 100 million to just Kano Municipal election. And what happened? You understand? So I believe this is a sign that the victory of these people is actually handed out to them by NNPP out of compassion. That is why they decided not to challenge anything, and that is why the Kwankwasiyya just stay home and allow the process to take place. And if only we have a candidate, I assure you, none of them is going to actually take home anything. So the reality before the governor is for him to begin to analyze the events prior to this. What happened during their own reception when the whole state were invited, were giving money, were sponsored to bring people to the stadium for his reception. It was only original APC people that were only there at the stadium. You did not see the local government could not full up to even 20,000 or even 18,000. So that is a serious call for the governor to review, and even the APC itself to review themselves. What if the NNPP decided to replace them? What if we decided to come out a mass like we always do in Kano to support the candidate of the party?
You're saying
this is enough reason for
right.
to look at it.
I find it, Kwankwasiyya Movement, if you're saying that this was just a matter of a mercy or show of mercy to sit back and let events play out and watch and just have this young men as somewhat of a messy play for them to have those positions. And you're saying that Kwankwasiyya still holds sway when it comes to decisions or how politics are played at the grassroots. But the turnout would beg to differ a completely different story, because the INEC's Kano Rec, Abdul Zango, he attributed low voter turnout to the issue of Ramadan, saying that about the Ramadan timing, knowing that it's the holy month of Ramadan. Do you agree, or were there other factors at play here in terms of voter apathy?
Well, remember, the INEC person is not a politician. He did not have probably the capacity to analyze the happenings. Rather, he might be concerned with the figures before him and the people that are there, and he might just think of cajoling any reason to put forward. I assure you, fasting do not have real effect on this election. The best question to ask is, why do APC decided to kind of adopt or even force our own candidates to move to their own fold? Why didn't they, if they believe they are that strong enough, why didn't they present a candidate? Because they know Kwankwasiyya is a man of his word, and the fact that we have already decided these people are the ones to go there, and that is just the reason. Otherwise, I assure you, if for any reason the NNPP is on the ballot paper there, I assure you they are definitely not going to get it, because we have all decided to stay home in support and solidarity for the fallen heroes, because they are our heroes. They are people that have been with Kwankwasiyya all their life. They have depended and supported him all through. They have contributed to the development of the Kwankwasiyya movement. And politics aside, This is part of the metra we have, and these are part of the reasons why Kwankwasiyya still remains strong, because we always support our one of us, irrespective of the political party or the situation. Rather, we do it out of the support for the family. And I assure you, the figures are the real issues there. And if you have a chance, please do ask the governor or do ask the APC. Why did they not even bring? There are so many people that wanted to do it there. So many people that have been women off to actually contest for that particular seat. Until this defection issue comes in, and making the governor the party leader in the state means that he has his ways. He wants to impose candidates on them. And I assure you, the amount of the money that was involved and even the number of the votes do not certainly actually tally with the expectations of even the APC themselves.
All right. So I wish we can continue with this discussion. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing politics play mercy in this case, and hopefully it does play out as we're going to 2027. Will NNPP and Kwankwasiyya really show that they have the ranks when it comes to the structure as it pertains Kano State? Only time will tell. I must say thank you, sir, for taking out the time to join us. Mailemo there, who is a spokesperson for Kwankwasiyya Movement.